Saurabh, Kingshuk, yesterday we saw a tweet, right?
Yeah.
This Indian team cannot be beaten. There is no chink in the armor. This looks like, as in, there is no weakness in the side. It reminded me of the 2023 World Cup as well.
Absolutely.
But do you think that this Indian side, in these conditions, are really unbeatable? Aren't we not giving them enough credit with the way they have played so far and with the way they have picked their team so far?
Calling them unbeatable right now, it's not right, if you ask me. Why? Because...
Whose tweet was it?
A Zimbabwe cricket journalist.
Oh, he's not a known jinxer, right?
Probably.
It's not about jinxing also. You know what I believe?
No, but... yeah, go ahead.
So, the format of this tournament is such that apart from Pakistan, who have not played to their potential, we have not played any top 8 team properly.
Yeah.
Afghanistan, yes, they gave us some scare, Rashid Khan, but their batting, they did not click. And then, Bumrah. Bumrah is unbeatable. Bumrah is unplayable. But this Indian team is not unbeatable. Why? Because the day you beat South Africa, England, Australia, then I will call you unbeatable. You have defeated the best of the best. Nothing against USA, but they are a associate nation. Yes, they have reached Super 8. They have been playing brilliant cricket. But still, okay. Then we defeated Ireland. Ireland ended the campaign without a single win. Pakistan, we all know what kind of drama is unfolding there. Then we defeated Afghanistan. Afghanistan have a mental barrier when they play against India. They will give their best against every other team, but then when they come against India, they will drop catches.
Yeah.
And they will not be able to bat like they bat against other teams.
Yeah.
But
in
now,
layman terms, it might look like they're playing for IPL contracts, but...
No, this is how Pakistan is portrayed, but it's not right. Because Afghanistan cricketers, unlike the Pakistan cricketers, play for their country.
That is
they don't play for...
milestones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what did you think?
No.
He was thinking money. I also thought money the way you said it.
No. We are not making any allegations.
No. Because what I see is with Pakistan lose, what PCB does is Babar Azam becomes the highest run scorer. Let's celebrate it. Why? What is the significance of that personal milestone?
Yeah.
Afghanistan cricketers, I have not seen them celebrating. They play like a team. They play like a unit. And now you face Bangladesh, who again I think you will brush aside. The toughest challenge comes on 24th of June when you play Australia. The ghost of 19 November will rise again. Because it might not affect your qualification to the semi-final, but it will affect your morale.
Yeah.
So if you beat Australia, then maybe you inch closer towards that unbeatable tag team. That's what I think.
Kingshuk?
T20 is probably the easiest format where you can say no team is unbeatable. The margin of error is such that out of the 40 overs, you can be good for 35 and still lose the game. Right? And I don't agree with that whole ranking bits because I think T20 rankings are absolutely bogus. You can be 9 on one day. 1 month later, you can be ranked 2 or 3. Case in point, the West Indies side under Rovman Pal. India are playing great cricket. There are obviously chinks in the armor. We have been harping about what Shivam Dube is exactly doing in the 11 and what Ravindra Jadeja is exactly doing in the 11. And that is our 6 and 7. Two of the most important positions in T20 lineup in any team. So, like Saurav says, that we will get to know how we are doing when we face Australia later in the Super 8 stages. And that morale bit of beating Australia / losing to Australia will set us up for the actual knockout game in the semi-finals.
I still remember the 2007 T20 World Cup, Saurabh.
Yeah.
I think for that match, I was on a train. I was not watching the match.
Which match are you talking about?
India-Australia.
Okay.
Was it the quarter-final?
I think it was
semi-final.
Semi-final.
Yuvraj Singh.
Yes.
Yuvraj Singh and Gambhir.
Yeah. For the first time, Australia lost a big tournament knockout match.
Yes,
in a lot of years.
Yeah.
I think they were the 2007 World Cup champions. They were the 2003 World Cup champions.
And World Cup champions.
They were winning everything.
Yes.
And that win, I think, yes, of course, the England win and all that. But and also the jailbreak against South Africa. That was a difficult. But I think beating Australia, I still remember how Yuvraj Singh celebrated after that, taking that catch. I think that is something that you both are relating to, that morale.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you beat South Africa in the final Super 8 games, it might not affect your qualification because you might finish, if you beat Bangladesh on Saturday in Antigua, you can still finish second and qualify for the semi-final. But then again, you don't want to face that rampaging team that is rampaging everyone on the other side. Let Australia and England battle it out among themselves in the semi-final. So it looks like that. But why I am saying this is, why I am saying they look unbeatable is, like you mentioned, Shivam Dube, you don't know what he's doing in the team. Ravindra Jadeja is not up to his best. And let's not forget the top two.
Yes.
Rohit
Virat and
Sharma
Rohit.
and Virat.
We'll talk about that.
Whatever you say that, oh, they are big match players. A T20 World Cup is a big match, yaar. A group stage, whatever it is a big match. If you want to be Shikhar Dhawan, you need to score in every match. Mr. ICC for you. Okay. You can't be saying that, okay, I will score in the semi-final. If you have not scored runs in the previous matches, probably you might not have the confidence. You're talking about the team's confidence. T20 is all about confidence as well, right? It's a lot about confidence as well. So, but still, we are looking convincing. If these things click, who can beat India?
Lot of teams can beat India. The wins are looking convincing because of your pace bowling attack.
Yeah. Pace bowling, one pace bowler.
One pace bowler attack.
Yeah. And you know,
and
yeah.
one batter.
which batter are you talking about?
Surya, hands down. Who else
Why
is
are you
there?
guys forgetting Akshar Patel, yaar?
RP17.
Why are you guys
RP17?
forgetting Akshar Patel?
Akshar Patel.
Everybody is superb, but I'm just saying that 2 knocks that Surya has played, both half centuries, have ballooned up your total. RP17 is superb, but again, it's still a new position for him. We saw yesterday how he got out trying to reverse.
Yesterday, let's not look at. See, this is what people like. You know, stats. That impact of that 11 ball 20.
No, it was superb.
Was
again.
sensational.
It was superb, but
so see, this
wait,
is.
wait,
I think
wait.
this is the
I'm going to call
lens
you
you're-
out. I'm
this
going
is
to call you out
This
on
is
this.
the prism you are looking the A from. You all always want people to score 50s,
No,
100s. That's why
nothing
India
like
keep
that,
losing.
nothing like that,
Start
nothing like that.
appreciating 11 ball 20. He scored that when Rohit and Virat were struggling to score runs.
I appreciated Akshar Patel's 5 ball 12, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes.
That pushed us up through beyond 180, which again I think is a psychological advantage over any team in a
So
particular
call
pitch.
me out now. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, weren't you the one who criticized Yashasvi Jaiswal from playing some odd shot when he was batting at 30 and whatnot in some
SSV
one
Jaiswal
particular game?
hasn't played this
where-
T20 World Cup.
Not in T20
I
World Cup,
don't
in
know
some,
what-
some IPL game, I think. Something like that. Basically, what I'm trying to make a point is that
Even the
Gavaskar-
allegations that Pakistan media have made is better than these
okay, fair,
allegations.
fair.
Yeah.
See,
From
see,
randomly bringing up.
Gavaskar pointed out
Yeah.
that Pant needed to mature a little bit. That knock and all is okay, but at that point of time, probably taking on Rashid was not. Don't go and reverse Rashid at
You live
95,
by
96.
the sword and you die by the sword.
That is fine, but again, then you will complain later on that, oh, Rohit Sharma, why did you have to play Travis Head, Glenn Maxwell like that in the World Cup? So you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It's fine till your media does not.
No,
judge
what
you for
I'm
it.
saying is, will you criticize Rohit Sharma for that knock or will you criticize KL Rahul and Surya Kumar for that knock in the final?
I'm not,
That
not
is my
going to-
point.
I'm going to laud Australia for it. I'm not going to criticize anybody there.
Yeah.
But I get your point, what you're saying. But the thing is that the fact of the matter is that the majority of the run share that India have scored have come out of the bat of Surya Kumar Yadav. Rest have helped. Three people have not contributed at all. Rohit, Virat, and then later on Jaddu. They have not contributed at all. Similarly, in the bowling side of things, Jaddu has not contributed, but the bowlers around him have done really well.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Arshdeep had a bad day, I think, some 3 for 36 or something like that.
Yeah.
But at least our bowling is clicking so much so that I am confident that we will defend 160, 165. That is what you want in a tournament. That the bowling unit is clicking. Batters, one day, 2 people will click and you will score 200.
Just one quick question for the both of you.
Yeah.
It looks like a well-oiled machine. There's very little doubt about it. But will you make any changes to this combination? Yes, you have played 3 spinners now. You were always talking about India picking a spin squad based on the foreseeing the conditions in the West Indies. Now you have played 3 spinners. You have dropped Mohammad Siraj. There is still Shivam Dube. There is Virat at the top. Yashasvi waiting. Samson waiting in the wings. Any changes that you foresee for the Bangladesh game?
At least one change. I'm confused who to drop. Dube or Jadeja?
Virat.
Dube or Jadeja?
Oh.
Maybe I'll drop Dube, bring in Samson.
Samson.
Yeah. Because Samsung deserves that chance. Why? You dropped him after one poor warm-up game against Bangladesh. Fine. Dube got a long run. He got 5 games, I think 4 or 5 games. One game got washed out. What has he done? Same with Jadeja. He has not done anything with the bat or the ball, but he carries that all-format MVP tag, which he has not been able to prove in T20
Basically, he has been riding the hype train in T20I cricket.
Absolutely right.
Much
But
like
still, he can bowl for you. He
Yeah.
can pick wickets for you. He can score runs. He's not scoring those runs. And he can do brilliant, he can affect brilliant runouts, take brilliant catches. So I will drop Shivam Dube, bringing Samsung for the game against Bangladesh, if you ask me.
You?
One change only.
Definitely that. I'm exactly not sure who I would bring. Many have started arguing that let's not give Kohli that opening spot. Let's bring some other explosive batter in. Let's say Jaiswal. Let's say Jaiswal comes in. Kohli drops down to 3 and that's an easy fix to get Dube out. Jadeja I will not drop because he brings the bowling. At least he brings the bowling. I don't need a batter Jadeja because there are enough number of players there. But ideally, like we have discussed in this podcast for several months now, is that Rinku Singh deserved a spot in the World Cup.
Now you can't bring him in.
You can. You can.
What if Dube gets
You
injured?
can. Potentially
What if
you will
Jadeja gets
absolutely.
injured?
We are
You never
not wishing that for
No,
anyone.
we're not wishing that at all.
Nobody's
We're not
wishing
wishing
it.
that at all.
You never know what happens.
Probably a back spasm.
Probably a
You know the
spasm.
back spasm.
Oh, back spasm, yeah.
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 BCI
And
back spasm in
BCI
cricket.
back
India
spasm
have a
and
verified history
clinical
of
back
doing
spasm
that.
are two different things.
Yes.
Yeah. Shreyas Iyer, ask Shreyas Iyer, he'll tell you.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I don't want to bring in Samson for the lineup only because that's an added right-hander batter.
Okay.
You
on
have
me.
enough left-arm options now. Akshar and Jadeja. If you're retaining Jadeja, then Akshar can probably bat a
Akshar,
little higher.
Jadeja,
He
Rishabh
can,
Pant.
but why lose that left-handedness from the lineup? The whole point of promoting Rishabh to number 3 was that because you have the left-handedness below.
So who will you bring in if you're dropping Shivam Dube?
He brings Jaiswal.
I'll bring Jaiswal. I
He
said,
said it.
and drop Kohli to 3
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
because if he
What-
wants
what
to
about you,
accumulate,
Akshay?
let him accumulate.
What do you, Akshay? Will you make any changes?
No.
You're not making any changes. Oh, CSK.
The CSK stand all the
guys,
time,
Come on,
man.
Akshay.
I'll probably give one more.
You know, this
one
is
more
why.
f-
This is why
See,
Akshay.
Super 8, the next game is the only game that you can potentially experiment without any consequence at all.
And you know what? Akshay, from the start of podcast, has been hyping this is a well-oiled
Yeah,
machine,
yeah,
unbeatable.
well-oiled, yeah.
Because he wanted to put his point. Okay, Dube and Jadeja ko mat drop karo yaar.
That
Let
is
this
shameful,
team play.
bro. Honestly, that is
Come on,
shameful.
Akshay.
I wouldn't bring Yashasvi in. If you want to try Samson, bring him in. Try him in place of Dubes, and then I would want Siraj to play ahead of Jadeja. If you want me to happen.
Oh, one less spinner.
If that happens, if you get a pace, good conditions for pace bowling,
But
then
you already have 3 pacers. Why do you need a 4th pacer?
Fourth pacer, yeah.
that is also there.
But
The
until
moment you poke my CSK ego, I'm
He goes haywire. Logic
Haywire.
goes out completely.
Yeah. It's like Dhoni calling Idhar aa jao.
Yeah.
Do you think I should retire?
By the way, Akshay bought a water bottle just because it has a Mahi Bhai on it.
Yeah.
So that
Maybe
Mahi
he
Bhai
can
logic.
buy the Citroen car next time. Like whatever new C5 they have got with Dhoni branding.
Yeah, but see, I wouldn't want to make any change to this lineup. Now, probably Samson in place of Dube. But I wouldn't agree with dropping Virat to number 3 because if you want to drop Virat, drop him. What that would do is it will affect Rishabh Pant at number 3 and then it will not give Surya Kumar enough balls to face at number 5.
I don't
Your
want
best
also-
batter can't be batting at number 5.
Oh. Wait, how does Surya get down to number 5? Virat gets dropped?
Where will you play Pant?
No, if you are dropping Virat to number 3,
Acha, dropping
in
Virat
that
to
case,
number 3.
in that case,
then
Pant comes at
Surya
number 4
goes
and
down,
Surya
yeah.
comes at
Or
number 5.
Pant
Yeah,
at
that is a
5 and
problem.
Surya at 4.
I'll
Pant at
agree.
5 in this mode.
You're disturbing the balance.
Yeah,
I'll
Maybe
agree,
you
I'll
just
agree.
take out Dube, put in Samson.
Pant's
Yeah.
basic role now is to create a stir. Scare the opposition bowlers.
Bring the madness.
Bring the madness. Yesterday, I think we were around 20 odd for 1 when Rohit got out. And then Virat was trying to push it. But then Pant was fearless. He was the main reason we got to 50 in the power play. Imagine if we had not gotten that push and Virat getting out. Surya might not have had the platform to build on, right?
We are very lucky, to be very frank with you, very lucky that Kohli and Rohit both are not performing. Still, we are winning games.
Yes.
But we might not be this lucky when we play Australia. You need one of these to perform.
Yeah, and
It's
like
high
we,
time. It's high
like
time.
we discussed in our preview, it's enough to say that this is not they will come good in the later stage.
So, Kingshuk is saying that you can bring in Jaiswal and drop Virat at number 3. Fine.
Yeah, but that logic makes sense what
Yeah.
he's saying. It will
And Akshay
completely
is saying,
disturb the
no, do not
balance.
disturb that batting order. If you have to make a change, make it down the order. What do you really think will help Virat more? batting as an opener, will it help him getting that form
If
when he's not been
he-
able to score runs?
If he leaves the T20I format.
That
That
he will
is the
leave only
best
if he wins the
thing-
T20 World Cup.
That is the best thing that will.
He's not,
Virat
no,
can do.
that is out of question. He's not leaving the T20Is before T20 World Cup ends. Now what will you do? How will you, what does Rahul Dravid need to do? Vikram Rathore, I don't know if he does something or not. What do they have to do to bring in Rohit and Virat back in form?
See, I would not drop them anywhere. They have been given this role. They have been given this role clarity at the start of the tournament. Just tell them, buckle up and score some runs. Rohit, for all that we have spoken about him, for all that we have praised, he's been playing rubbish shots.
Yes.
He's been playing, tough shots to slower balls. Take your time. It's not like, you need to... Yes, of course, the power play is important, but when Virat is also trying to hit everything, you're also trying to hit everything. Is that the new Jodi not working together? As in, Rohit never, like in 2021, 2022 also, when I think Virat was the captain at that time, Virat once said, I might open with Rohit. That time Virat was the captain. But Rohit brushed it off saying that we'll see when the tournament comes. Probably is that a little bit of chemistry thing between those two?
Because yes, I agree with you. Both of them can't be hitting.
They need to have a plan. Is what
Yes.
about Yashasvi
Go on
went,
about hitting, yaar. Why don't bring that whole anchor position again that we have argued against
No, it's
for
not
so
about
long.
anchor position. It's
No,
just
you
about
either decide both of us will go after the bowling
See,
attack or
Yeah.
one of us take a back seat.
I think that is what has been decided, and that is what has been happening. So I don't go on and criticize any batters who tried to hit. They tried to play a brand of cricket and then got out, right?
But then you were criticizing Rishabh Pant 10, 15 minutes ago.
So
He was
that
not
was
playing.
Gavaskar criticizing, not me.
okay.
So I
his
am
name is
just
King Shuk Sunil Gavaskar.
I am just solely talking about Rohit and Virat. They decided after the IPL or during the IPL, live by the sword and die by the sword. One of the things that comes to my mind is something that Joss Butler had said before that KKR innings, that century that he made at Eden, which Rajasthan won. He said that I know that I was in poor form, but I was just one boundary away from getting that century out. I think that's essentially what's happening with Virat, because every single match, I did not watch the Afghanistan game yesterday, but before that in all the 3 games, he got out trying to hit a shot.
Yes.
Maybe a catch gets dropped. Maybe it goes over the covers. And maybe we see that Virat Kohli back once again.
Probably have they decided that, okay, let's give the middle order some test now.
No, but
Middle
they
big
will
matches.
They will be
they
games
have
where
learned
middle order
from
will fail.
they have learned from the 2023 World Cup. We scored the bulk of the runs in the major matches. They couldn't
So
score.
now they're saying, okay, we did our job.
What? Middle order did not score in
What about
in
Shea
the
number
World
4?
Cup. What about KL Rahul?
I'm saying. but
Bring KL Rahul back in this
look
tournament.
at
This is
it
not
would
gonna
have been
happen.
it would have been an ideal tournament for him.
He would have loved this tournament.
He would have loved this tournament. Yeah, no one's talking about strike rates.
But-
So he dropped KL Rahul in the wrong tournament.
Wrong tournament. Picked Sanju Samson for the wrong tournament and dropped KL Rahul for the wrong tournament, I think.
Super.
But still, we have a game against Bangladesh. Then we play Australia.
Yeah.
Do you see this side heading into semi-final? Hopefully they will. Heading into semi-final unbeaten, both of you.
That's what I'm saying, yes.
What? How will either team has to lose, right? Because they're playing Australia. We are playing Australia.
Will you
One of the
see
teams has to
India
lose.
going unbeaten is what he
Acha,
asked.
that's what I thought. He said like either of the teams going unbeaten.
Are you worried about that 6 o'clock deadline that you have? What does he have to get? Avocado.
Yeah, avocado. Because his wife is coming home.
I don't have to get anything.
That fear of wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fear of left armers. Fear of leg spin.
Yes.
Okay, so
Everybody has
my
their
question still
weaknesses.
stands. Do you see this Indian team going unbeaten till the semi-final?
Yes.
I hope they don't.
You hope they
I
don't.
hope they don't.
Okay. So you are basically saying what I understand is they have to have that one bad game.
Yeah.
It should come in super hits.
Yeah.
Not in a knockout
Where
game.
else?
Against
Where else will it
Bangladesh
come?
or against
Absolutely.
Australia?
I don't care. Just get one bad game out. I genuinely don't care. I don't see against Bangladesh it's going to be a bad game all over because they just don't have the batting strength to tackle our bowlers. Australian batters have been sensational. Look at Travis Head and David Warner. Once again, nobody is accumulating.
Not
They
at all.
just Travis Head is targeting the offside. David Warner simply targets the leg side, and they have gotten this whole philosophy where they are hitting against the wind.
Yes.
Hitting with the
To-
wind.
with the
wind,
wind. And
with the
India
wind.
also did that very well. We have to, when you speak about Surya Kumar Yadav, when you speak about, that even the bowlers use that
Draft
wind
very well.
beautifully well. That Bumrah was bowling to one side. Even that ball that got Ramanullah Gurbaz, he asked him to hit against the wind, and then he couldn't, as in like it was a wide delivery. But you know what? I am to answer your question, Saurabh. I want a perfect campaign for India, unbeaten, and lift the trophy and come back home.
I don't want a perfect campaign for India. I agree with King Shuk.
I can't see Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli
because
in 2 years in the T20.
when
Sorry.
Win the World Cup for the
because when
for
you
the
have
team
that-
or just to get these two out.
India have never won a World Cup when they have gone unbeaten
Wait,
in knockout stages.
in the 2007 World Cup, whom did we lose to?
New Zealand, I think.
Yes, we lost to New Zealand. Okay, so you talk about 83, 2007, 2011. We have lost one game at least.
Yeah.
We need to lose that one game
This is new
before
India.
knockouts.
yaar. Why do you want
Yeah,
things like that?
this new India loses the game in the semi-final or final in the knockouts.
Yeah.
So I don't want a perfect campaign. I want a trophy.
Okay, I was meaning to ask this question before we sign off. Just one last question to the both of you. Is Bumrah the greatest bowler going around at the moment?
Do you even have to ask that? And do I even have to answer that? You're talking about Jasprit
Are you
Bumrah.
talking about all formats
Yeah.
together?
Yes.
He is. You see what he has done in Test cricket.
Is he
ODI
the greatest Indian bowler?
cricket? Greatest Indian bowler ever? No.
Can he get there?
He can get there. Not yet. He can get there. Because greatest Indian bowler, there are a lot of great spinners we have had, great pacers we have had. So right now, calling him the greatest Indian bowler, it's not right. But yes, he is on that path. He's on that path. Maybe he needs to win 2 ICC trophies. And you know, I was reading to a lot of tweets. Our senior journalist Vikrant Gupta said, if anyone can get us this World Cup, it's just Bumrah. Simply put.
Do you agree, Kinshuk, where you were supposed to bring in your SRH thing? and-
Bias, no? Yeah.
Bring it out.
I just I keep thinking that greatest bowler of all time just does not.
no,
that logic.
the best bowler of this era.
This
The
era.
current generation, which includes your Patrick Cummins.
Again, I'm very divided here because I think again I don't agree to that argument at all. The base I find quite irritating because bowling does not happen alone. Bowling happens in partnerships, and Australia have shown again and again how that works. Maybe Cummins does not take wickets. Maybe Stark does. What happens with India is that Bumrah is the genuine threat out there, and he keeps bowling
What
those
does that
terrific
say?
balls.
What does that
I
say?
don't think so, yeah.
On a day when people go for 10 runs per over.
Yesterday we were listening to
I
Brian
think Cummins
Lara.
by takes it, yeah.
Oh my God. This
Cummins-
SR is biased. Have
No,
some
no.
shame.
Yeah, see,
See,
I understand. I
again, the
understand.
World Cup final, superb spell, WTC final, superb spell. He's got the job done. And by the way, Australia's comeback started with Pat Cummins bowling that terrific spell against Sri Lanka, where he picked 2 wickets for 26 or something like that in 10 overs. I am saying that character has the ability to transform and pump up his entire team.
Okay, tell me
Agreeing
something.
with
Rahul
Bumrah
Dravid,
has two.
Rahul Dravid or Damien Martin, who was a better number 3?
Oh, which format?
Oh, of course, you only brought it up. ICC trophy, bring it up. Martin has won so many ICC trophies, so he's the
And
better
Pat
batter.
Cummins, I have no doubt about his greatness. But he is good because
But
he has
again-
good bowlers with him.
but again,
he is
like-
good because he
again,
has
wait,
two
wait,
very great
wait,
bowlers
wait.
with him.
Damien
He'll
Martin
be-
and-
Don't discount what Josh Hazelwood has been doing in Test cricket.
but I can
That
tell
is
you-
exactly
I'm
what I
telling
said,
you,
that
he
bowling
will
is about partnerships.
He will be
Yeah.
nothing without these two. And Bumrah is everything alone.
And that is what
That's
I'm
why
saying
Bumrah is the
again
greatest.
and again. Bowling works in partnerships, and you cannot like that argument, na, that where
Yes, that Oli Robinson wicket that Bumrah got in the Test match, somebody from the other end was also firing, right? Probably Bumrah benefited from, because he thought, okay, the other end is bowling well, so I have to bowl a slower ball now. What is this argument, yaar, Kingshuk? ठीक है, you can be biased towards some.
Accept that you are biased because
Yeah.
this argument does not hold here. Sorry.
see again. Look at
Okay,
the
say
ICC
this now.
tournament
Bumrah
that
is
he's
the
played in.
greatest. Bumrah is the greatest.
No, I think again like that.
Bumrah is the best of this generation.
That argument
Say
is
that
like
and we'll end this here.
1920 for me also. Like who is I'm biased towards Cummins, but even then the argument for me is like 1920.
What is this 19-20? What is the meaning of that?
I don't know.
Like they're
Ask
extremely
the person
close.
who is
like,
saying.
Extremely close. Extremely close. My only problem is that Bumrah does not inspire us to win like ICC tournaments and stuff, which they have done.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Point taken. But let's put that to our also. As in, we have discussed so many things, but this has ended on a feisty
I'm
note.
gonna get raked on the comments, man, for saying dissing on Bumrah. Again, I'm a Bumrah fan, dude.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with that question itself.
Yeah.
That premise of the question is
fair
wrong.
enough. Why do you want to quantify something when people are doing their jobs? As in, like, yes, when
Yeah.
it's a difficult thing to quantify.
Yeah.
Whether ICC trophies are
Yeah,
important.
but Bumrah is the greatest.
It's like saying
Let's end it.
It's like
Yeah.
saying who's the greatest captain of all time. How do you judge that?
No, it's not about all time.
How do you
We're talking
quantify
about
that?
the current generation.
So
Let's
current
simple-
generation, how do you quantify who's the greatest
Simple.
captain?
because
greatest-
he's one man army. He's doing it all alone.
I thought let him win the World Cup for
He
you.
will
na
win the
bhai.
World Cup for you.
It'll be great if he does
Yes,
that.
he
But
will.
even
will.
if he doesn't win, would we rate him any lower?
Brian Lara did not
No.
win any ICC tournament.
Yeah.
Brian Lara
Is
did
he
not.
the greatest batsman?
He's one of the.
One of the.
Yes.
One of the, and the is a very different argument.
In his generation, he was called the greatest batsman. After
One
before
of
Sachin
the.
Tendulkar. No, you go
One
and,
of the.
go
Are
and
you
ask-
saying Brian
go-
Lara was a better batsman than Sachin Tendulkar?
Go and ask Wasim Akram.
Oh,
Go and ask
God.
Shoaib Akhtar. Go and ask Brett
God.
Lee. Go and ask Glenn McGrath.
Go ask. The minute they come to Star, Sachin will be their greatest batsman. So, okay.
Coming to
Calm
Star is a
down.
different thing. Come on, yaar.
Calm down. Why? That is what
coming
I'm
to
saying.
Star. What are you saying coming to Star?
Coming to Star Sports, bhai.
Star Sports पे तो विराट कोहली को hype करते हैं
So
यार.
that is
Let's
all I'm
not-
saying.
No.
That is all I'm saying. So do not go
Don't-
by that logic.
I think there
Bumrah is the
there
greatest
there
bowler.
a
यार.
very,
Let people say whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I think it's a very difficult argument. People can have their own arguments. Saurabh believes that Bumrah is the greatest. I think Bumrah is getting there. But Cummins is a close second is what
Well, I
think.
was not the first one who said it. Brian Lara said it.
Yeah,
So let's leave it
even
there.
I
Oh,
believe.
what?
Even I
That
believe.
Bumrah is the greatest of this generation.
A lot of other people also have said it.
Yeah. Stein or Anderson, okay, let's have it for another day.
Stain, God.
but yeah. Yeah, you know, let's ask our viewers and listeners to sort this out for us. You can send in your feedback on 8588966996. You could also email us on pods@indiatoday.com. If you're listening to this on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, please do rate us. And if you watched all this melee on YouTube, please comment and leave your feedback, probably without any abuse. Thank you.
Just reminding you that we were asked to do this podcast without the cameras today.
Yeah.
And what have we have missed, man.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.